Plans to shake up the Premier League have gone down very badly. This is the back page of the Star. Revolting, the Mirror, uncivil war. Meanwhile, the Guardian's headline, football at war. The Times saying fury at Big Six power grab. So what is this Project Big Picture all about? Will the Premier League be reduced to 18 teams? Two Premier League sides will be relegated. The top two Championship sides will be promoted. There will be a playoff between the 3rd, 4th and 5th place sides in the Championship and the 16th place team in the Premier League. League Cup gone, Community Shield gone. This is what the Premier League had to say about these proposals. A number of the individual proposals in the plan published today could have a damaging impact on the whole game, and we are disappointed to see that Rick Parry, the chair of the EFL, has given his on-the-record support. The Premier League has been working in good faith with its club and the EFL to seek a resolution to the requirement for COVID-19 rescue funding. This work will continue. Right, Julien, Laurent, from the Daily Telegraph's report, this has all come from Manchester United and Liverpool. Basically, what people want to know is there any chance of this actually happening?
I think it's very unlikely, Dan, simply because, as it is the case right now, for the Premier League to vote for something, they will need 14 of the 20 clubs to vote in favour. And apart from those 9 clubs that you mentioned, the top 6, obviously the 2 clubs in Manchester, Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea and Tottenham, plus the other 3, which are the other 3 that have been the longest in the Premier League, Everton, Southampton and West Ham. They're currently the top 9 clubs, but you struggle to see, they will vote for obviously, but you struggle to see any other 5 clubs from the other 11 voting in favour of this, because obviously that would give, as some of the headlines are saying, a lot of power, pretty much all the power to the top 6, especially because of those top 9 clubs, only 6 of those 9 votes would be enough for the Premier League to vote for something, which could be from vetoing the takeover of a club by someone, of passing other changes that they want, and basically the top 6 could do whatever they want and could pass some rules and laws and changes that is very much in their favour and not in everybody else's favour. So I don't think it's likely that those top 6 and top 9s will find any other ally, if you want, from the Premier League to vote for this new reform.
What you say makes complete sense, Jules. So why do Liverpool and United believe that maybe the clubs would vote for this?
Because I think they're probably counting on the fact that the clubs from the Championship and League One and League Two will maybe put pressure, because they're in favour of this. Of course, we haven't heard so much yet about clubs from the Championship, but you would think that they will be in favour, like League One and League Two clubs, because that means more money for them coming in from the Premier League, no parachute payments anymore. You know, when a club comes down from the Premier League to the Championship, they come down with a lot of money, which obviously it's a huge disfavour to the rest of the Championship and a huge favour for those clubs who've gone down. They were not good enough for the Premier League, and yet they come down back to the Championship with far more money than anybody else in the Championship, which gives them a big advantage to try to go back up straight away into the Premier League. So those are gone, and it'd be a far more fair share, if you want, of the money that comes down from the Premier League in the new format of the structure than it is currently now with the parachute payments. So maybe they think if the Championship and League One and League Two clubs are in favour of this new structure, then maybe that will force some of the Premier League clubs to vote in favour of it, even if that means, as we've been saying, giving a lot of the power to the top 6 clubs.
But if Luton Town call up Burnley, I don't quite understand what Luton Town would have on them to make them change their minds.
No, you're right, and that might not be enough. If you're Burnley right now, there's not much good in the new proposal, if you want, because you lose 2 clubs in the 20 current clubs in the Premier League, and that could one day be Burnley, for example, or another club like that. You also, I guess the risk of coming back up is far less now, because as we've seen in the Bundesliga and in Ligue 1, where you've got a playoff between the team that finished 3rd from bottom in the top flight with the team from the 2nd division, it's very often that the team from the top flight wins. Pretty much in the last few years, it was always the case, which means that from having 3 clubs automatically promoted to the Premier League from the Championship, you will have 2 certain of going up, but the 3rd one very much against the odds, at least, to coming up to the Premier League. So, if you're the smaller clubs in the Premier League, surely you vote against this. There's no way clubs like Burnley will accept that new proposal and the new format of the Premier League, and almost giving up their power. And because currently it's one club, one vote, and that would completely change in favour of the top 6 clubs. And for a club like Burnley, it makes no sense to be in favour of this.
Julien, as always, thank you very much. Just a reminder, ESPN FC back on your screens tomorrow. Be sure to join us.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.